Well, we're not going to.
I guess we should play.
I guess we'll do it.
I mean, Hook did say he wanted as littlest player as possible. As little as possible.
The work that would have to go into even do that would just be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do it either.
No chance.
Do you think Daniel improved a lot throughout the match?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Oh, big time.
A ton, yeah. But a lot of it was like, I mean, he'd watch what I was doing and he'd be like, oh, this is something I should be doing, this is something I should be doing.
But that's fair.
Yeah, no, you should do that. I'm not saying he was like, he's copying me. Like, it's legitimately like everything I was doing was correct.
Yeah.
So he should be
He's like, my opponent's playing
That's how
good.
competition goes in general. And
Yeah,
even
yeah.
in sports, you just see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Even
even
in pointers is a great example, right? Like 20, 30 years ago, no one was taking threes.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it became all anyone would do was take
Top
threes.
2 for Hook and a
every
set
center
for
is actually
Doug.
shoot threes, too.
Mid-conversation.
Yeah, like Brook Lopez.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy just shot no threes and he got into the league, and then all of a sudden he's shooting threes left, right, and center.
You gotta adapt.
Dan also in there with middle pair. Hook.
Those are
Who's
25
25Ks?
Ks.
Oh,
15.
25 Ks.
He reached for the wrong chips again.
It's all right.
This game is way too small for
Last time he had aces doing that, he was pretty strong, so
Yeah.
Hook does it again.
Those orange chips are 25,000. He was reaching, wanted to throw in the $5,000 chips, which are the pink ones.
Doug's like, those are 25Ks.
Well, I saw what was coming. I'm like, I don't think he's trying to raise to 75K here. I guess we're going to find out.
Style. Everybody's got style.
Hook now slows down. Jack Queens of the world get there. The sets have him beat, although it's pretty hard to have 10s or 9s, but 4s are pretty possible.
$24,000 is the bet. Hook makes the call looking for a 10 or a 9. Doesn't come.
Board pretty wet now.
He checked.
No club in Doug's hand. Doug losing to a lot, but still going to go for some value. Looks like 56-5. What a gross night for this man, Charlie Hook. On the flop, he's thinking, finally, it's my time. And then the board just gets so bad and ugly, and he correctly lays down the 2 pair. Nice fold from Mr. Hook. Well played, Doug. I don't know what we're coming back to, honestly, but I have about 330K, about average stack. So
Probably going back to 6K, 12K, or 5K, 10K, somewhere around there.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Dude, aces and then kings back to back.
So
I'll find out when I get here. Show up
Solid.
ready to go.
solid stack. Put you probably in the middle, upper part of the field.
Yeah. I'm feeling good. I have some momentum, as the boys will say. So
Can't see a friendly flop for $800.
let's see if I could spin it up.
Well, not when I have this particular.
You have too much momentum, right? You need a raise?
Sure, I mean, I guess.
Ah, so you do.
I actually don't have that much momentum at the moment.
Terrace deciding to raise the 5-4 of hearts, sitting on 369.
Loose call. Just because you terrace, I want to give you some action.
Okay,
I'm
thank
terrified of Doug,
I
though.
thought you guys were trolling me.
you. Okay, you're terrified of Doug, but okay. All right.
There we go.
Not the flop that Terrace wanted to see, but he's still reaching for chips, telling the story of a made hand into multiple opponents, a bit ambitious.
Demeanor.
That's the nice way of saying he's a good loser.
I just didn't hear the word.
Both players are coming
I
along
think my
here,
2-year-old
so
definitely can't process this.
if Terrace does not,
They're just thinking it's daddy. They're not
Someone's
thinking-
gonna love
this is
someone-
not a
someone's
card
gonna
to
love me
continue
tomorrow.
firing.
I got a story.
Don't be proud of me.
Last time I was here, my little girl, my little 4-year-old, walked up to the TV and seen me on it. And she said, Daddy, and then they took the screen off from me, and dude, she started bawling. My wife's got it on camera. She starts bawling and walks away.
I'm coming back next week. I don't care what the stakes are on this stream. I'm coming back to redeem myself.
And now for
right,
our weekend fight.
Hook's coming back next week. Okay.
The stream has made a special exception. It's a 3K cap, but Hook can buy in for whatever he wants. It's like 7 people on 3K, and Hook's like, I'm in for 300.
Hook versus the world. Viper correctly going for value.
But I kind of think you got a piece of shit. This is what I get for limping in. Played dumbass fucking pots. How much is out there? 30-something?
Doug doesn't want to let this one go.
I'm really
Man,
disappointed I'm not
this
playing
is-
after tonight.
This is a light call right here. This is a light
Are
call.
you sure you don't want to
Doug,
play?
probably putting Viper on a missed flush draw. Maybe a lower missed straight draw. Viper gets paid, though.
Viper bought in for 50K, Brad, and now all of a sudden sitting on 154.
His dad was like a big judge or something, right?
Yeah.
I just remember reading an article.
His dad made a comment, too, afterwards, and it was like, he made a comment that was essentially like justice was served. It was like, I mean, he was a criminal. He stole the money, you know? Dude, that would be the worst if your kid did something like that. It'd be the worst.
Yeah, I know. That's like anything that's just,
That would be a really hard one to get through, I
it
think.
really is when you're kids. Just,
Aces for Nick. 3 bets to 4,000.
Don't bluff.
Array of-
Viper and Terrace with some decent holdings, suited Broadway cards.
Only bad
You
when
love
you
your
have
parents, obviously. But really,
Uh-oh.
you love yourself.
yep.
And you're a parent, and you're like, oh, I'm responsible for this human.
I'm not gonna bet.
Both players top pair, so you got aces versus 2 players with kings.
You want to be proud of them, you know?
The lady that her son was one of the Columbine kids, she did a TED Talk. She's a psychiatrist.
Brutal. Brutal.
Yeah.
Right.
She was a psychiatrist. too.
Terrace, the worst of it, decides to raise.
I wish like things to look out for, and
Wants to find out right now where he's at, and he's going to get called in 2 spots in 2 seconds.
What do you got? Like set of some shit? Check. I have quads.
3 people in the hand. Let's
Oh.
avoid.
I don't feel so bad about misclicking now.
Sorry.
Let's just. It's all in good fun.
Okay.
When it's heads up,
So
we're gonna go to
is
town.
that on me?
Check your action, yes.
I'll check.
We play pretty loose here, but
No, it's good though.
Only so loose, I think.
It's the right.
Look at that stare from Airball. All of a sudden, super serious. 35,000.
Last thing you want is a stream full of people just tanking and tight asses about everything.
I don't see either of these players folding here.
Yeah.
Terrace might be able to get away.
hold. Had a little bit left behind. And he wanted to be like, oh, can we just say put it in? But like, call, we have to turn it, you know?
Yeah. So you could run it multiple times.
Yeah, and then the other guy got there, so he was just on dead in the last 200.
Yeah.
That's less of a rule thing, more of a production thing.
Nick, I think I have you, but
Wow.
I'm gonna fold it.
Viper's going to get away.
All right, I fold my.
Everybody
king,
gets away.
Wow.
Outstanding laydowns from both Terrace and Viper.
I didn't think both of them would fold.
Neither did I.
I had king queen.
King, queen. Okay, I had king jack. But he won somehow.
I
don't
think
know.
we both
I
had
think
it.
you were both beat.
Really? Yeah.
Well, let's set a timer for 30 minutes from now. I'm gonna go watch.
People are so fucking negative in poker, like
Oh,
the
it's
chat
bad.
and stuff. It's like insane. Like no one will ever be like, you know what? This guy played great. It was fun to watch, and I enjoyed it. It'll just be like, this guy's
Well,
a
you know what?
fucking asshole.
When it's
blah,
a
blah, blah, blah.
smaller stream, it is actually very positive.
Really?
Like, we found that here.
Interesting.
When it's a smaller show, it's a straddle, right?
The big
That,
stuff, they're just
that
looking
Garrett
to
guy had a lot of fans, right? Like,
Yeah, he still does for sure. My podcast with him, it was like my best podcast I ever did, like in terms of live viewership and maybe even total viewership.
Does he play
My
anymore?
one with Nick did really well too. They did great too.
That's the podcast where he called me. What did he say? He's like, I'm a cutthroat businessman. Me.
Queens, 10s, and 9s.
I think Garrett had some good reads about some things, but he also had some bad reads about some things. Like cutthroat businessman. I don't.
I'm at home. I'm like high as fucking bed watching this thing, and he's like, that Nick Airball, he's a cutthroat businessman. I'm like, I woke up at 6 p.m. today, and I'm fucking stoned out of my mind at 6:15. I'm cutthroat, and it's like a Tuesday. Like it's the middle of
Oh,
the
he
week.
said that you on his podcast about you on his podcast.
Me and yeah, I had a little like whatever. I was on there talking a little bit about some stuff, and Garrett was on there talking about some stuff separately, and we're not the biggest fans of each other.
Goofy with the tanks.
About Matt Berkey.
Oh yeah.
That did not age well.
I still think that was your fault.
Gonna
I was
come
like,
along and
you
Doug.
My
you got
fault.
involved. I was doing fine. I was losing at a reasonable pace.
Will get rid of his 9s, and it's going to be heads up, trick time, and Goofy.
I'm just kidding.
Terrible read.
He's just a bad student.
No, I was definitely not a bad
He
student.
gave it the old college.
I don't mind that I'm bad at poker, but I definitely gave a lot of effort there. That's the only time I've ever given effort in poker.
Were you in that game that happened?
No.
you weren't.
So my relationship in that situation was, you know, she was staked by the guy with the cowboy hat. You know, I'm assuming you kind of vaguely know
I
what
honestly
happened.
didn't pay too much
Okay,
attention.
so there was,
Jack 4, right?
yeah. So she was in that game. She was staked by another player in the game. He was like, you know, well, maybe the whale or whatever, and I lent them a bunch of chips before the game because my read was their, you know, action and they need the loan. So I lent them chips, and then Garrett like kind of accused me of being involved in their cheating stuff, and that really upset me.
Were they
because-
cheating?
Well, that's just wrong because first of all, there's not even proven cheating.
They were
Second of all,
cheating,
I'm just saying. But then to say people that were
Yeah, that's what upset me with Garrett. That's what caused our real issues. Is just like I was like, I don't really mind people calling me a dick or whatever, like fine,
yeah.
but I really don't want to be accused of cheating. Like I'm
I-
a gambler. That's what I do. Like I literally just go and play poker everywhere, right? Like
Nick was gullible.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was super stupid when I first started playing high stakes. Like
They
I
were
lent out so much money to people
I
who
feel
just
so
did not deserve
strongly.
zero credit.
so strongly that someone in the back was just relaying to them somehow, and she just had a binary signal: you're good or you're
The
not.
person in the back, the person that no longer works there, is who. What
And the person, yeah, and then the person
And that's what you
got
got.
caught stealing
I
shit on
don't
the table
comment.
in the investigation.
It's just I'm like too close to it. I'm biased. Like it's just like I don't know. I think that it's very.
It's just a wasteful thing to even talk about at this point because nobody knows, right?
What
I mean, it's just clear she cheated, so I mean,
Right.
there's no discussion really. I mean, somehow one or three people
Didn't
think.
she give the guys his money back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All in.
So she must have felt like
What I
Goofy.
always tell people is like,
King high
I
board.
think in his shoes, it's very reasonable to feel cheated. Very reasonable. So it doesn't matter if he was. But I mean, I would feel cheated in his shoes.
So
Decide now's his time to make a move. Trick time with the queens.
But so what,
Basing it all in his.
You're saying that?
in Jack for him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his opinion.
We're not 100% sure.
It's his opinion.
Trick time's facing a decision for his entire stack, and he wants to talk about Jack 4?
That's the whole point.
And he got like kind of dug into this position, which was probably right, but the behavior should have been different.
At this point, I just think I gotta go ahead and head to Houston, you know what I'm saying?
Doug, that's what.
Might be going with you. I catch a ride. This is perfect. Two chilly guys on the way back talking about how bad they ran.
Hook wants a ride back to Houston with trick time. Carpool.
Trick's like, just pay me $500. I'll drive you. Just get a little rate
Really
back.
cut down on the rate, you know, shot it in half.
I mean, I'm giving you the money if I call, I'm just giving.
Well, I need it.
I don't know if Goofy should have answered that. That might induce Trick Time to make a call here.
Okay.
Makes the call. The queens are good. 10's in horrible shape.
Good answer.
147.8 in the middle.
Oh, you're paying for the Uber.
Oh no, you just. Oh man. Oh, goof. If a 10 comes, you're paying for the Uber.
Got to run at one time. And trick time. It's going to win $147,800 pot.